Hello there internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Today I thought we could finish the Greylock series as of now. It's a fantastic series, I love it. It's a series about thought forms and bringing them to life and manifesting them into physical things, but there's other things going on at the same time. Like in the last episode, these miners were obviously doing something in this mountain, came across this tunnel, and ever since they came across this tunnel, everyone was getting ill, their food was decaying rapidly as if there was in some kind of time bubble where everything kind of accelerates, and you can hear the guy slowly going crazier and crazier as the calls go on. It was really well done. Then there was a news report based on the second video or third video, I forgot what video it was, I think it was the third video, of these numerous break-ins, and the news were basically saying that it was a militia that did this, but then you see like something's interfering with the news broadcast and it's saying that they're liars, which obviously, you know, I mean, most news channels have an agenda, let's be honest, for whatever party they're representing, but they're definitely covering something up here, something dark. The people who were working in the mine, in the tunnels, from the last video, was saying that they were seeing like a tall figure running through the mountains, so it'll be interesting to see what that's all about. But yes, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that these break-ins and this figure that they've been seeing in the mountains is a part of the research that they've been doing, and they've released something crazy into the world. But Rob Gavigan himself actually commented on my last video, or the video before that, I can't remember, saying, you know, thank you for watching and stuff, and that he says, I can't give much away, but the series is far from over. So honestly, I'm looking super forward to wherever this goes, because this is, I'm going to say, top 3 of my analog horrors that I've watched in recent times. Very, very good. So you guys should go definitely subscribe to Greylock and Rob Gavigan, and we're going to jump straight into this. This is the last video of this season, I think, maybe. So this starts where the last video ended. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Completely tits up, didn't it? I've been getting chewed out by our asshole CIA liaison for the past 2 hours. What the fuck happened?
Oh, damn.
We're looking into it, sir, but we experienced no issues with the broadcast on our end, so
okay.
Engineers believe that the signal was hijacked before even reaching the transmitter, but...
Oh, God, this is... Alright.
Once we started receiving phone calls from viewers, we switched to a backup transmitter.
But by then, the hijacker had already said everything they wanted to say, hadn't they?
Yes, sir.
Look at this man!
What a complete fuck up! They made us look like a fucking joke!
What do you mean they oh, okay, so someone hacked into the news broadcast. I'm trying to think who maybe hacked into it. Maybe even the thought forms themselves can get into the airwaves and send messages across. That'll be... These guys would be super overpowered, and this is why it's a super stupid idea to experiment on things that you have no idea about. Obviously, that's how you grow to understand it, but some things are best left alone.
Our most popular show. Speaking of which, Don, where the fuck is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this fucking mess.
Well, we've been trying to reach him. We've called him multiple times. We've tried his pager. We've asked around to see if anyone's heard from him, but nothing.
It's hard to hear anything, guys. I might have to turn this up for you guys.
Now we've got Gerald standing in for him tonight. Don doesn't show.
You've been to his house?
Well, no. I just thought that maybe he'd be upset if I did that. So...
Get in your fucking car and go to his fucking house. I don't care if you kick down his front door and drag him here by his ear. You bring him into the studio.
By his what? Hair? Here.
Yes, Mr. Rosenbaum. Of course.
Rosenbaum.
There's some real powerful people depending on us right now. They need us to manage the response to these events, to let the public know what's going on, and the last thing we need is it going wider than it already fucking has.
Alright, well, let the audience, the public know what's going on. That you're just feeding them misinformation.
So do what you need.
They don't know what's happening.
Or I'm going to replace you with some producers who actually know how to produce a fucking show.
Jeez.
Sorry, the file you are trying to access has been destroyed and can no longer...
Okay, so right, sorry to interrupt here, guys, but the very first episode, someone was going into the archive center of this facility, this place, I'm guessing, where these experiments took place, and I'm guessing this is what we're seeing. We're seeing all the tapes of these, like, archived events.
Be executed or retrieved. Please choose another file. Sorry. Instead I'll take my file and trying to destroy my trying. Sorry. Warning. Anomalous file detected.
Oh dear.
This file should not exist. Are you sure you wish to proceed?
What?
Opening
File. Arnold Rivers personal log.
final.
My name is Arnold Eugene Rivers. The date is April 8th, 1987, about 9:15 at night.
Okay.
I was involved in the Morelli construction project at Mount Greylock.
Mount Greylock. Okay. This is where it all takes place. Now, here's my theory on that. Is that the mountain itself, I said this last time, holds some kind of energy in which they can experiment with these things. It's like a new form of energy, or I don't know, they're harnessing the power that's within there to do this.
I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology. I've worked to excavate a number of different historical sites. Paul Morelli took me on after securing a government contract for the Greylock project.
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording this because I believe my life is in danger,
Oh dear.
and I likely don't have a lot of time left, so I need to leave some kind of record of my findings.
Mm-hmm.
On March 24th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountain that held a multitude of ancient markings and artifacts.
Oh dear.
On March 25th,
Hang on, guys.
Paul cleared the
Bless
interior
me.
of the mountain
Okay, so this is the tunnel that he was talking about.
and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. I was then to report to one of the project directors, named Frank Porter, to offer my perspective on our findings. I kept this to myself at the time, but what we discovered in that mountain was not normal.
What was it?
Not only did I see the impact it was having on the crew, but certain aspects of my findings did not make any sense. Many of the
Okay.
artifacts were pre-colonial. Some were
Interesting.
from Native American tribes, but there were other artifacts, some Mesoamerican, and others were shockingly Clovis in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Finding Clovis artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE.
Oh, damn.
But that's
That's
not all, no. There are artifacts I found that could potentially be from even earlier.
Oh, okay.
Paleo-American
Woo, okay, we're talking alien shit right here.
cultures that we have yet to even begin studying. Then, there were artifacts and writings left by the cultures that were pre-Columbian in nature. Transoceanic contacts prior to Columbus reaching the Americas has always been
What the fuck? What is this? Okay.
largely a theory, but the artifacts in this mountain, they prove it. Ancient Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Roman, Spanish, Viking,
They're
even
all
ancient
there?
Greek and Egyptian are findings that they alone.
Oh, you know what? I think they're trying to allude to here is that all kind of religions or whatever are all kind of mythologies or histories or whatever. I guess mythologies is the right word, especially with Greek, and Norse and stuff. That maybe it all comes from one thing, and it's just people have scattered it amongst their own kind of lore.
Change world history as we know it today. I'll admit, the anthropologist in me was thrilled. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Okay.
I figured it had to be a hoax, but I'm confident that it's all authentic. But my excitement was soon replaced with a looming fear and anxiety.
Okay.
How could such a place be so important to so many cultures for so long? There must be something immense here.
Yeah, there's some kind of power there for sure.
Whatever it was, well, that's why I left the project.
Oh, you feel like you're stepping on some toes. Yeah, that's a terrifying thought. Going into there, finding all these things, then thinking, hang on a second, why are they all congregating here? What's special about here? And then you realize that you've basically just infiltrated and trespassed onto ancient property. So you're probably going to get killed.
The tunnels all connected to a series of chambers deep into the interior of the mountain.
Okay.
That's where a majority of the relics were found. There were old baskets of herbs and spices, pottery, weapons and armor, talismans, and other religious items.
Wow.
Countless other things, but all of it was there purposely as offerings.
Ugh. Ugh. Okay, offerings for what? What if all of these people come together because they need to keep it away, and the only way to do that, it's like that Cabin in the Woods film where they have to kill 5 people, or that like a virgin has to die or something like that. Else, if that doesn't happen, this ancient god just rises from inside the earth and just destroys everything. Maybe that's what it is. Something similar to that nature. Coming up tonight, GBS News, done right tonight. So this was what those 3 were a part of at the very start. Night hiking in Mount Greylock. Ooh, I'm interested in that. Let's go.
It was billions of years ago, when our planet was still mostly fire and rock, that a Mars-sized planet that had been drifting through our solar system collided directly with the Earth.
The moon.
The impact was so powerful and violent that the rogue planet was blown into countless pieces of debris. This debris collected to form our moon.
Okay, so was the Earth must have been a lot bigger than it actually was before the moon came along and smashed into it.
Of the unknown planet remain inside the Earth to this
Oh, never
day.
mind. Okay.
Adams Police Department, dispatcher Carey speaking.
I love this. I love this series. I love this series so much. It's so good.
Yes, I'm calling to report a break-in at my coworker's house.
What is your name, sir?
Oh
My
dear.
name is Liam Hollander.
Okay, Liam, you
Oh,
said
that's Rob. That's Rob's voice right there. It's
your
good to hear him
coworker's
again,
house.
man.
What is your coworker's address?
It's Parker Hill Road in Adams, number 491.
491
I think, anyway.
Parker Hill Road. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, is anybody hurt?
Is anybody
Liam,
hurt?
Are you still with me?
Yes, sorry.
Is anybody hurt?
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh, that's a jump scare. Ah!
Then I witnessed many altars constructed out of the mountain stone, along with evidence of mass animal and
Holy
human
crap.
sacrifice.
Human.
Carvings in the
I knew it. They're sacrificing something to this cosmic god.
walls of these sacrificial chambers. I couldn't recognize a single familiar.
So hang on. Sorry to keep pausing, guys, but this is. I guess this is my interpretation of what's happening. So something happened. They said the Earth was mainly fire and rock, right? And then this unknown planet came along. So whatever this unknown planet may be, that's when this thing came about. I'm not sure how. I don't know if it'd be through the energies or whatever, or something on that planet survived on this planet. I don't know.
Symbol, and it made me sick to even look at them. Let me be clear. I am not, nor have I ever been, a religious man.
Uh-huh.
There's something in that mountain. Something people of countless cultures over the history of our planet have been worshipping, but I don't know why. But I could feel it.
Jeez.
Whatever's down there, I could feel it. It was like being trapped in a fever dream. I swear I could hear a voice, and even felt compelled to go further, to speak to whatever's down there. I don't know. I haven't been right since. I
Damn.
keep hearing this droning in my head.
Uh-oh.
Ceaseless, all day and night.
Oh, it's interesting he says that, because the other guy was saying how he was hearing a humming in his head, and it said that he felt like his teeth were vibrating almost,
I can't
humming.
sleep, just droning, always droning. But that doesn't matter right now. I informed Mr. Porter in my report that the archaeological findings in the mountain are of monumental historical importance, and that there is certainly more to be discovered, and I recommended discontinuing construction there. But it's not as though I have any authority over this project. I fully expected to be ignored. Mr. Porter called me on the evening of March 28th, and we spoke on the phone briefly. It was as I thought. He disregarded my concerns.
Oh dear.
I informed him that I wasn't going to return to the site. He insisted I did, said I was a valuable asset to the project, even offered me a substantial raise, and wanted
Oh, these guys are lambs to the slaughter. That's what's happening
me to
here.
lead a specifically organized team.
I think that the person, whoever this guy was, the person behind all this, knew what was in this mountain, and they needed some kind of sacrifice. Maybe they were literally offered up to these people to stop something cataclysmic happening.
That would clear the tunnels of artifacts before excavation would continue. I, quote unquote, could be responsible for the biggest historical finding of all time, he said. I refuse again. I won't put a price on my sanity or my health, especially after seeing what was happening to the crew.
Now loading. Morale Greylock event. Group
What?
C. Survivor data.
Uh-oh.
Profile for patient B3590. Rockford, Thomas.
He was taken in 1986.
Notes. Communicative. Patient prone to spontaneous violent outbursts.
Damn.
Treatment of heavy sedation recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile for patient.
Damn,
B9231. Washington, Samuel. Malformations.
Oh, good lord! They turned him into an orc.
Communicative. Patient suffers from constant state of severe paranoia and delusions, resulting in unpredictable violent outbursts. Standard treatment ineffective. High-dose xylazine is recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom. Now loading. Profile
Jeez,
for
man.
patient.
What the hell is happening?
B6670. Herrera, Ramon.
Who's this guy? He looks like, what's his name? Freaking dude from Better Call Saul, but just a little bit older. Lalo. I love that guy. So good.
Malformations.
Right. This is like, did he come from liminal lands? Oh my god.
Notes. Uncommunicative. Patient appears to be in catatonic state. Warning, patient may sit up very suddenly, without provocation, to projectile vomit at any staffing area. Patient's vomit is extremely corrosive and emits nerve gas. All treatments ineffective.
Wait, what?
Patient's vomit is extremely corrosive and emits nerve gas. All treatments ineffective. Study.
So this guy's like a Left 4 Dead zombie. He's like a freaking, what are those things? A boomer, but just not as
These
fast.
must be conducted with full anti-corrosive gear and air purifying respirator equipped on all staff involved. Now loading. Profile
Holy
for patient.
crap.
B8816.
Oh my god. This guy's like, what's his name? Tony Soprano, but he had like a little bit more weight added on and...
Fleming, Charles.
Hey, okay, kick your fucking ass, Christopher.
Malformations. Note.
Okay, oh my god, these guys look like zombies.
Uncommunicative. Warning. Patient will attack on sight. Do not interact. Immunity to pain. Patient exhibits cannibalistic tendencies. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now
Oh my
loading.
god.
Profile for patient. B4041.
Look how happy they were beforehand.
Oakhurst, Scott.
Oh god. What have they done to my boy? My
Malformations.
boy! Oh, good god, what's on his eye?
Communicative. Communicate with caution.
Okay.
Warning, patient actively pretends to be benevolent and friendly. Strong homicidal and cannibalistic tendencies.
Oh my
Killed
god.
and partially consumed 6 staff members on April 6, 87.
He did what? Go back.
Tendencies. Killed and partially consumed 6 staff members
Killed and partially consumed 6 staff members. This man is a beast.
on April 6, 87. Patient laughed hysterically during the attack. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia or permanent restraint for further study recommended.
Further study, no. Put them down. Do an autopsy afterwards and then maybe do something to the brain, but no. Too many lives are just being lost.
Now loading. Profile for patient. B7992.
It's Willem Dafoe. No, it's not Ryan. What are you on about? It's Clint Eastwood meets Willem Dafoe.
Kowalski, Edward.
Kowalski. Analysis.
Malformations. Notes.
What?
Communicative. Hazardous. Warning, patient possesses inhuman...
Oh, that's actually making me feel super uneasy. The way the freaking, like, the VHS effects distorted like that, making him look even more
power
weird.
of suggestion and influence over others.
Wow.
Do not interact.
So he's like a cult leader.
All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended.
Yeah, just shoot him in the head,
Now
man.
loading. profile for patient.
Oh my god, how many of them?
584. Rafferty.
Stop to disrespect.
John. Malformations.
Here we go.
Notes.
Oh!
Uncommunicative. Hazardous. Patient appears to be deceased. No vital signs. Patient's body not decomposing. Warning.
Jeez,
staff have become ill after even brief time spent in patient's room. Illness disregards protective suiting. Immediate quarantine required for all victims. Mortality rate post-exposure currently 92%. Survivors subject to rapid physical and mental malformations. All treatments ineffective. Immediate remote euthanasia recommended.
I thought he was already dead.
I consider myself incredibly lucky to not be in that condition right now. Oddly, he quickly accepted my second refusal, wished me luck in my future endeavors, but before I could say anything else, he'd hung up.
Damn.
But it seemed I'd made the right choice.
Oh, he got
I
out of
heard
there.
something awful happened up at Mount Greylock, and then simultaneously, there are all of these things that have been happening around the mountain. The home
the town.
invasions,
Yep.
the dead bodies that fell from the sky over Cheshire, the pregnancy phenomena.
Wait, what? The dead bodies that fell over the... When was that reported? I beg your pardon.
So many other unexplainable things.
Either that's already been explained or that's going to be explained in another tape.
They all must be related, and I've been trying to figure out how. I've connected with a local investigator who's been trying to get to the bottom of this. I've shared with him everything I have, though I feel that I've been being watched. I feel a looming threat that I can't really explain. Would the government really send someone to kill me over this?
Yes, they
I
would.
feel like I'm paranoid. Like I've lost some...
It's like that Wendigoon quote. What does he say? You may be thinking the government would never do this, and it's like, yes, they would. And that's the perfect quote.
in my mind, but I came home from the grocery store the other day, and my front door was unlocked, and I know I had locked it before I left. I scanned my entire house for traces of anything, but found nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I even checked and replaced all of the light bulbs.
Oh, you thought you was being bugged. Maybe it's psychological warfare. Maybe they didn't actually do anything. It's like the equivalent of going into someone's house but stealing one shoe just to send them insane.
God. Saying it out loud like this, it makes me realize how crazy I sound.
Right?
I've always been a rational man.
It's what they do, though. It's what they do, guys. They make you sound crazy. They make you look
There's a
crazy.
logical explanation behind everything. Well, I'm glad that I put all of this into a recording. Perhaps that was what I needed to snap me out of this. Honestly, I feel much better just talking about it.
Uh-oh.
This can't be. Oh my God, that's the basement door. No. Camcorder. Oh, where's the damn camcorder?
Is he going to record?
Thank God.
Oh, please tell me we see. Or maybe we don't. Is it... Oh, is it switching?
They're here. I'm inside my bedroom closet. I'm going to keep the tape recorder running, and I'm hiding in here with my files. If something happens to me, and you find any tapes or files somehow, please bring it to the investigator, Jim Malcolm of North Adams. That goes for this video footage as well.
Oh my God. Ugh, that sounds like a freaking like RoboCop out there. Oh my God, they're mimicking people. I'm guessing those were past victims. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I don't like that. Oh God, just hearing it getting closer, it's horrible. This is the thing. You don't even have to show this monster, guys. It's just the sound alone is enough to really freak you out. Hey, stop whimpering.
Don't let out, it's the police.
Oh. Oh. Good Lord. Oh, that made me feel weird. Oh my goodness. Oh, that gave me flashbacks to a freaking That is awful. Holy crap, that was so good. The reveal of Arnold saying Paul ordered the tunnels cleared and told them to go inside is wild, because Paul in tape 6 was genuinely confused as to why the cave was suddenly cleared and had lights strung up. Either Paul was infected from the start and was suffering cognitive failure, or something else masquerading as Paul had them open the tunnel, freeing whatever was within. Ugh. The reveal of Arnold... Oh, say Paul was the guy who was on the phone before? Paul. Okay, so this is Paul. So he didn't order the tunnels to be opened. Someone else did, or someone like looking like him. And now we know from that video before that these whatever these things are can mimic human behavior and maybe even look like humans. So that is absolutely terrifying to think about. But I gotta say, this is one of my favorite analog horrors, and I'm super looking forward to seeing where it goes and like the explanation as to like what this thing is and how it's gonna like affect the world, or you know, the environment that it creates, the world that it creates. It's super interesting. But there we go, guys. That was the last of this season, I guess, or maybe it's just going to keep going on, more tapes and stuff. But yeah, that was super good, and you guys should definitely go subscribe to Greylock, subscribe to Rob. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the narrative and the way it was put together. It's really unique, and I think this is how it's done, guys. This is how a true analog horror is done. It leaves a lot to the imagination, and that's usually what's the scariest part. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy my reaction, why not leave a like rating down below, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.